beautiful souls and spiritual gangsters. It's your girl LP, the spiritual G. Back for another round of messages. Oh, I completely forgot this lighter was on the thing. Sucks. Let's see. Alright. Come on, lighter. Come on, lighter. I need to get more lighters. Let's cleanse this space real quick before I get started with a collective message. Ooh. I am slightly late today, but that was my own doing. Taking my time. I was really in Sunday energy, so pardon my tardy. Take some of that. And I completely forgot my mics. Just this. Before anybody comes up in here, let's get this. Hopefully this still works after the fact. Usually connect that first. Welcome, welcome. Let me know if you can hear me okay, because I just connected my mic after the fact, so I want to make sure that I can be heard. Audio check, 1 2 1 2. What's up, what's up? Welcome. Can y'all hear me okay? I just want to make sure that my mic is working all right. I connected it after I started the live. Okay, cool. Okay, great. Thank you, thank you. So, welcome, Sonalith, I want to say, and Brianna, welcome. All right, all right. So we'll be starting with some spirit guide messages. In a few, just want to pull a couple of collective messages. So Sonalith, if you would like a spirit guide message, just let me know. You were first in the room. Brianna, you be after that. And then we'll see who else trickles in. But happy Sunday, y'all. I hope everybody has had a beautiful weekend, because it was definitely beautiful on my end. I got so much beautiful sleep today. Oh my gosh. Maybe a little too much, but had to make up for some lost hours. All right, cool. So let's get that collective going. What's the messages? What's good? What's happening in the collective vibe, please and thank you. Oh, we got that world energy. Okay. After karma has been sweeping through, after I kept seeing the justice coming up. Yeah, we got some 7 of Cups to the Temperance energy. Ooh, this definitely feels like self-care energy and a balancing of sorts. Today, I fully believe in particular for a lot of the collective was kind of like an energetic reset of sorts. So if you didn't get your time in, your self-care time in, or you didn't feel this energy of like kind of, renewed, refreshed, then definitely take care of yourself tonight. Make sure you get enough rest. Make sure that you are staying up on that sleep schedule, Queen of Pentacles, because it is essential. And as I say that, the collective that is on some Four of Cups to the Knight of Cups in reverse, those that are not up on it, you're feeling a little stressed maybe. Two of Swords to the Ten of Wands. Yeah, because there's a lot of different energies that come through. So not everyone is feeling that self-care buzz, but for those that are, keep doing what you're doing. For those that need to catch up, catch on up. What are you doing? Where are you putting your energy that's depleting you? Because it's high time we become a lot more intentional about where we are placing our energy. So if that has not been you, still got some time. Still got some time. All right, let's get a spirit guide message for Sonalith. Am I saying that right? Because sometimes I be butchering names. So don't be afraid to correct me. Be like, listen, my name is, let me put this brightness up. Okay, that's better. I could barely see my own screen. Let's get a spirit guide message. What is some of the spirit guides need them to know at this time? It's a lot of like flipping around and up and down. All right, so Three of Swords to the King of Wands showing up here. So in particular, healing from possibly either addictions or bad habits or something to do with this double energy, because it landed right on top of the Ace of Wands. So if you are healing something that involves like a temptation, or they're encouraging you to heal this, if you've been feeling guided to pull back from a habit or any kind of activity that may be detrimental to you, whether that's, you know, falling succumb to temptation or just things that don't provide alignment to where you want to be, this is your encouragement to keep doing what you're doing. All right, Eight of Pentacles to the Page of Wands in reverse here, getting more focused and intentional. Of course, you were part of the collective message, so definitely slowing down when necessary. All right, because Page of Wands, that's very quick moving energy. That gung-ho energy, that free-spirited, wild energy. Now it's all about slowing down and focusing on this Empress vibe, leveling up in ways, okay, that maybe even you weren't sure you could do before, but now you're being shown a different way. Like, yes, you can. Six of Cups to the Death, kind of on its side here. All right, you may not have thought that evolving from your past situations, the environment that you were raised in, anything that contributed to programming the previous versions of you, okay, with the Six of Cups, or even exes, ex-friendships, ex-relationships that tried to tell you who you were. Now it's time to come out of that. Now it is time to see yourself for who you truly are, who you could be, all right? Because the Empress, she decides. The Empress decides who, also the Emperor, okay? And please take it how it resonates, because we're talking about divine masculine and feminine energy, all right? So we all have both, but we're focusing on the divine feminine energy right now with the Empress present. All right, so making sure that you're taking care of yourself, making sure that you're nurturing this version of yourself that is blossoming, that is growing, okay? Leaving behind old versions, Three of Swords, all right? And also, when it comes to evolving from previous versions, it's okay to mourn the person that you used to be, or the things that you used to do, the habits that you had, because they helped you survive your previous versions, right? So it is okay to look back with that sense of nostalgia, okay, and be like, damn, I kind of miss that sometimes. But as long as you are progressing, because with this death on its side, it's like you're not fully ready to step into that full transformation. This is like an ongoing progress, all right? But they want to encourage you to keep going. All right, so whether that be whatever changes that you're making, because the Ace of Wands always indicates new energy coming in, all right, or new energy that you've been dealing with. Not sure really maybe where to place it or what to do with it, but just knowing that what you're feeling and what you've felt like you've been guided to do is not wrong. All right, so trust in those intuitive hits that you're getting, because the Empress comes after the High Priestess. So intuition has already been activated to that certain point where, you may have been like led to do things that you're like, wait, why am I doing this? Or why did I stop doing this? Or, but it's because you've been guided. You're being guided here. So trust in that. Because I'm getting moments where it's feeling like unsure, like you're unsure of the path that you're going on, especially with this Page of Wands in reverse. It's like, am I doing this right? Well, I can tell you this much. There's no really wrong way or right way. It's the way that you're guided. The way that feels most aligned, that is essentially the right way. Okay, so keep going. Let's get Oracle message for Sonolith, please. So yeah, whatever little demons you had to shed, that shadow aspect that you had to tell, shut the up. Keep doing that. Keep silencing the voice that tells you you can, and keep encouraging the voice that says you can. Growth, baby. And growth is a beautiful thing. Growth says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And that is what is happening here. Essentially, when you take that step, when you are intentional about becoming more than what you were, it includes massive growth. All right. So this is just like, a step in the road. This is just a part of your journey. I'm sure you'll be surprised with the lengths of which you can grow going forward. Just keep going forward. Trust also showing up here. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Love a good confirmation. And also courage showing up here, because it does take a lot of courage to evolve. A lot of people choose to stay the same. A lot of people choose the easy route. This is choosing the bumpy road, and you definitely have to have courage for it. So again, your guides are like, yo, you can do it. You got this. All right. Courage says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And that also includes, like, when it comes to the people that you used to know with the Six of Cups, like, you may seem different to those that you grew up with and around, and they're like, oh, you've changed, and may try to guilt you into reverting back to that old version. No, don't fall for it. Just because other people refuse to grow does not mean that means you have to stop. No. That does not mean you stop. Okay. Angel number 1616, willpower. Things may feel out of sync and not within your control. The whisper of the divine is asking that you remember that you're being supported and that your will is your superpower. Determination is key right now. Your affirmation is, I call on my strength and willpower to take the lead. I accept and listen to the support of the divine within me. Yeah. So you may have been, tempted to be a follower or fall back, and let somebody else take the lead. But you're like, they're not leading me anywhere good. So let me take the reins of this and do my own thing, which you are correct. Because 1, 2, 3 is also showing up here, which is vision. You have your own journey and path to walk that has nothing to do with anyone else. And it can look as different as it needs to. All right, so keep walking your journey. This is definitely a note of encouragement from your guides that the process that you're undergoing, you're not crazy. You're not being weird. You're not off for choosing growth. Okay, so keep going. You doing it. You in it. And I love that for you. All right. Let's get a message for Brianna. Let's do this. Let's get a spirit guide message for Brianna, please, and thank you. What to Brianna's guides, if anything? Well, there's always a message, but question is it gonna be a new one or just a repeat? Sometimes sometimes guys are like a broken record until you get it. So if you've been seeing like a repeating number in particular, it's like trying to tell you the same thing until you're like, it clicks, until that light moment pops off and you're like, okay, all right, I get it. Strength to the 9 of Pentacles. That's 8, 9, I believe. Yeah, strength is an 8. I just heard recovery. Something about recovery. Or taking time to recover. Look at that. With that collective message, the world energy. Nice. Aw. Right. So 9 of Pentacles to the Judgment. Ooh. All right. So let's go over this again. The World to the 10 of Pentacles. The Sun came up. The Sun and the 2 of Cups kind of came out in reverse here. So I'm going to ask for, because I don't like to see the Sun in reverse. I don't like that. So I'm going to ask for a clarifier on that one. But we also have another one from the collective read. Actually 2, but the, wait, was the Page of, no, never mind. I don't think the Page of Wands was in the collective. Queen of Pentacles to the Ace of Wands to the Page of Wands again. So we have some duplicates from the last read. But yeah, this is, I feel like a kind of a blanket energy right now for the collective. Because I feel like because we are coming online with a lot of new energy after this reset, a lot of us are kind of like, all right, what am I supposed to do now? What is this? Because with the World, that's a major ending. That's a major completion. That is the next level. And with new levels, what does that bring? New devils. All right, but with the 10 of Pentacles to the Sun in reverse, you're maybe looking for an explanation, answers. You want to know what's next, what to do next, or where should I go? Pause, because we don't really need to know the answers right when we think we need them. All right, this is, again, I'm getting rest and recovery. I'm getting like a divine pause right now. All right. Hello. This is not a collective right at this moment. I do post, I do collective readings at the beginning. So if you need to watch on the replay, you're more than welcome. But I am doing spirit guide messages. This one is for Brianna, once again. All right, so 2 of Cups in reverse to the Queen of Pentacles. This is a foregoing. All right, make sure you are foregoing anything that doesn't feel aligned right now. All right, even if it looks good. Because it's giving like, you know, Maybe a connection that looks good, that's tempting, that is like, oh, maybe I can consider. Not if it's at the detriment to yourself. All right, because right now you're going to be stepping out with your newer, upgraded energy, looking good, feeling good, and people of that lower vibration are going to notice. They're going to want to, get a little taste. But no, you have to be very intentional. Very, very intentional. Not just you. This is the whole collective. Got to be intentional. Because this Ace of Wands to the Page of Wands is saying you may be tempted to, walk a little wild. Be a little free with your energy. But it's like, no. Pause. Hit the pause. Let's think about it. Let's, take a breath to make sure that the direction that you're heading to makes sense. All right, because this is strong energy right here. Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. It's like, very fired up, but again, not sure of the direction that you're going in. So it's okay to take that pause. It's okay to take that reset to let the answers come to you, because trying to rush in a direction usually leaves us feeling aimless. All right, so don't feel like you have to make any hardcore decisions right now. Let the energy settle a little bit. Let it do its thing. Let it show you the direction that you need to go in before you make any significant moves. Because a lot of people are tempted right now, like, okay, I got this renewed energy. I feel refreshed. Let me do this. Or go back to, tempted to go back to old ways, or tempted to bring somebody old back into the picture. And it's like, no, there's a reason why they were let go to begin with. So if it's a question between the old and the new, always choose the new. Success showing up here. Yeah, because you got 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in your read, okay? So heading towards that aligned, successful outcome. All right, but again, do not get tempted to make any rash decisions or choose anything that involves like past behaviors or past people right now, because we in test season. The divine is like, all right, did a reset. You have the freedom and the free will to decide where you go next, right? Some people are going to be tempted and be like, ooh, that sounds great. And then they're going to fall right back into old habits. Do not let that be you. And acceptance showing up here, which says, I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot control. Which I feel like has been a big step for you, because like indecision coming up here. Which I told you, do not make any quick decisions right now. If something seems like, it's bigger, all right, that it needs more time to process, give it that time. All right, you will be shown the way. Perseverance. Indecision says, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Intuition here. You're super sign. Listen, sometimes we like really get tempted to be like, we have this like abundance of energy, like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. But not always is that the time to be moving around. Even if you have energy, it just means that it needs to be focused and channeled in the right direction, right? Because you don't want to, waste that energy on something frivolous or useless to the way ahead. Because yeah, with judgment here, it's like you may have feel like pressured to make a decision. You may have felt like you were under somebody's judgment to be like, well, what are you gonna do? Decide. Like, hold on, what? Who said I need to decide right then and there? Like, don't take anyone pressuring you to make any kind of decision. 911, courage again. Well, in a different deck, but similar kind of message. Have the courage to say no if you need to. Have the courage to be like, well, I'll get back to you. That's okay. Not everybody needs a decision right then and there. Some people could wait. Some people need to sleep on it. Some people need to, feel through it first before deciding yay or nay. Courage says, a doorway has opened for you, and while apprehension may be felt, allow courage to flow in as you put your best foot forward. You are being encouraged to let curiosity lead you and know that the divine has your back. Affirmation is, I allow courage to prevail as curiosity leads me through new doors. Okay. But don't let that curiosity, again, let you make quick decisions. All right. No, we're going about this intentionally. Again, if you need to sleep on it, sleep on it. All right, because more than likely you'll get the message. Ooh, and 555 showing up here, change. You'll get the message. You'll wake up with answers. Curiosity. Even though cats got them 9 lives, all right? It only take that one curious moment for it to be like. So yeah, no, there's somewhere, of curious, like something of curious nature that you may have been tempted to explore where they're like, oh, pause. What's up, Jimbo? Welcome. And happy Sunday. All right. Sync, I want to say. Sync says, hi, I'm here. Well, hi there. Would you like a Spirit God message? Yeah, because that judgment to the moon. Yeah, collectively, make sure that you are not making these quick, fast decisions right now. The energy is very supportive of doing that because Aries season, things move very quickly. And if you've noticed, like the month is just like zooming by. I want to say that like pretty much every Aries season that I've experienced, I'm left wondering like, where did it go? Fire seasons tend to move like quicker energetically, but that does not mean that you move quickly with it unless you are guided to do so. Right now, it's about trusting your guidance and intuition, strength to the 5 of Wands. Some people are fighting that. Some of the collective is fighting that urge to be still and letting the answers come. Gotta slow down, peeps. Instant gratification is not all that gratifying when you take the time to slow down and let the answers come and really allow your intuition to guide you instead of getting that urge from that shadow side. Like, you know what? You're going to miss out. What? No. Don't let your shadow talk you into... The 7 of Wands. Don't let your shadows talk you into being backed into a corner. And the 9 of Wands. But we got the star underneath it. So I want to say majority of the collective, and I say majority because this doesn't apply to all of y'all. Majority of the collective is protected in your decisions. Usually your guides are going to send some kind of like warning signal if you're about to get yourself into trouble. Because that's what they be doing. So yeah, Hangman energy. That is definitely divine pausing. Welcome, Annie. Welcome, Dewey. Got some new peoples in here. Don't forget to subscribe. If you love tarot, you love good vibes. Oh, that's 7 of Wands again. 7 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Ooh, who is feeling like defensive, feeling like they've been backed into a corner energetically, feeling like they don't know what's coming. So it's like, be prepared, like, be prepared for any battle. This is giving like battle tested and ready energy. Who's sitting in that? With like a bat or a shoddy at the door, peeking out the window like, I'm ready. I'm strapped and ready for whoever tries to test me. Opposite the sun. Damn. Jimbo, you telling on yourself. Yo, listen, when it comes to if you're feeling on edge, if any of the collective is feeling like on edge and in defense, feeling like you have to be prepared for something you're not even sure is coming, like just pause. Okay, because this is just part of the energetic reset. It's a lot happening right now. A lot that is felt and not seen. If you are used to using your logic during this time, a lot of things are not going to make sense. All right, so your best way is just to feel through it, talk to your guides, make sure you're checking in with yourself. All right, doing that shadow work, full energy showing up here, doing that shadow work, and not being overly defensive or feeling like you have to defend yourself at every turn, because that's what your guides are for. They're here to protect you as well. So you don't have to do it all on your own. You don't have to feel like you're fighting unseen forces by yourself. All right, let's see. All right, if anyone would like a spirit guide message, let me know. I'm going to do another collective pull to see what it's looking like. Hi, Jesse. Jesse says, I'm from Memphis. Sometimes I can't help it. Okay. That's how it be up in Memphis? Like, I know, okay, so when it comes to locations, there are a lot of spiritually charged locations. That is something I don't talk about often enough, is depending on your location, you could be like experiencing a lot more activity than others, because some places are just spiritually charged. Like if y'all have ever been to a spot where you just like, you get chills a lot, you get goosebumps a lot, just know that it is because you're either in a very spiritually charged place, or at the moment you're receiving downloads. It could be also both. So yeah, a lot is happening right now. And it's like, woo, if you allow yourself to get caught up in this, you will be exhausted. Let me fix that. Censor myself. You will be caught up in it if you get to absorb, if you let it get to your head, because again, logic is not going to help you here. So if you're trying to think through it like, well, maybe if I do, no, just sit and chill. Just sit and chill. Let your guides do what they do. Greetings and salutations, Mike. I haven't heard that in so long. I used to say that way back when. Salutations. Basically just like that. Hi, Karen. Absolutely. Let's see what I felt like that Seven of Wands collectively was coming out because a lot of people are feeling on edge. All right, Lover's energy also coming out for the collective. So make sure, okay, because again, with this reset, people are going to be tempted to either fall back to old connections, fall back to old ways, choose something that they've already evolved beyond, and your guides want to encourage you, no. When it comes to, there are very few situations where the past has anything new to offer you, all right? And hopefully your intuition will guide you in that case so you can make the right decision. But in most cases, collective, choose the new when it comes between, choosing something old, between the new, choose the new. And if you're still not sure, if you're still like, well, that looks really Four of Cups to the Page of Pentacles. If you really, really cannot decide, then sit on it. Pause. Ask for an answer, okay? Because you will definitely be provided with one. Let's put this back and do a message for Karen, please, and thank you. And happy Sunday to everyone just coming in. High Priestess to the 10 of Wands. Ooh. Karen, has your, because it feels like your intuition has been buzzing. If you've been feeling any kind of tingling, you getting goosebumps, you getting, you know, any kind of like spiritual symptoms, that awakening, what do they call that? Ascension symptoms. Or your downloads, like whenever you get it, may affect a particular part of your body. It's usually the crown, but it doesn't have to be. Not everyone is, yeah, not everyone gets the same symptoms, but it is and can be overwhelming. 7 of Swords. You may have even started to question your sanity when it comes down to how you've been feeling. And your guys are like, no, it's part of it. Don't feel like you're going crazy, or you need to have your your mental check, or you need to talk to somebody, because no. I mean, if you wanted to talk to somebody in terms of that will understand, because that is the key aspect with 5 of Pentacles showing up here. You may have felt like you don't have anyone to really talk to about this, or how you're feeling, or, you know, the journey thus far, but ask for more people, or someone in particular, or seek out. You know, you have to also be part of this seeking out process as well. Sometimes they don't always just, you know, drop people in our laps. We have to ask, like, hey, can you send me somebody to talk to about this? Because I'm really like King of Swords to the King of Wands here. Damn. 2 of Swords. Yeah, a lot of Swords energy so far. Also the 2 of Cups. Karen. Emperor on his side. 5 of Pentacles again. All right, so first and foremost, no, you're not losing it. Yeah, you're not losing it. You're not, it feels weird right now because, again, energetically, it's going to affect different people different ways, but a lot of people are going through similar feelings and symptoms as you. All right, with this Magician energy. All right, you're coming, like, a lot of the collective is coming online in different ways. All right, so don't think of it from a lack standpoint, or from a 5 of Pentacles, like, you know, you're losing something. No, it's about gaining something right now. You are gaining more. Welcome. Well, I don't really do sign-based readings as much anymore, but you know, because signs are just about energy. All right, so again, 7 of Pentacles to the double kings, King of Swords, King of Wands, 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups, Emperor on its side, and the 8 of Cups. All right, so if this has to do with any kind of like connections, any kind of external energies that may be questioning, or that may be coming into play when it comes to this change, that may be either asking you like, oh, what's going on with you? Or, you know, you're acting weird. What's up? Like, don't allow anyone to make you feel like you're going crazy just because things are changing. All right, because those that are not ready to evolve with you to this level up, because this is essentially what it is. A lot of the collective is being upgraded, and those that are not are going to look at those being upgraded like, oh, something's wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. All right. It is them that is being left behind, essentially. So if you feel like you're outgrowing situations, people, things, it's because you are. All right. Now, it's not going to be easy, but with this 8 of Cups, you have to release some energies. This is not the time to try and force or hold on to anything or anyone. All right. Your guides are going to help you with this. All right. Your guides are going to help you feel like, you know, more in control of this aspect, but it's not always going to be that. All right. You're going to have those moments where you feel like you're spiraling a little bit. Just lean into it. You know how they say, like, if you are driving and you, what is that? You start spinning to drive into the spin. Yeah, you got, you know, you got to drive into the spin. All right. It's not going to feel good. You may be questioning a lot. Your mental activity is off the chain when it comes to overthinking the process, but don't feel like you have to overthink it. Just kind of, yeah, lean in. Yeah. Yeah, same. When I tell you that, okay, I was out this weekend and I was standing in the midst of crowds looking around, and I'm like, this feels weird. I'm like, yo, this matrix feels different. Like, why? Because you feel like there's aspects you don't belong anymore. You feel out of place. You feel like, you know, you can't connect like you used to. And it's because you can't. It's going to be very different going forward. All right. But you will come into it. All right. This Emperor on the side aspect saying, you know, you feel out of control. You feel like you can't make heads or tails sometimes, but it's part of the process. It is. And it's teaching you also where to focus your energy, because those that make you feel out of control, those that make you feel weird, those that are like questioning like your changes are more than likely the ones that you have to like energetically distance yourself from. And I'm not talking about the ones that are curious, because if anyone that you feel like you can trust is coming to you out of curiosity, like, hey, you know, I noticed that you've been like, you know, changing, and I've noticed that you are like not the same. Like, you know, what's going on? Are you okay? Like, people that come from a space of that type of energy, you know, and you feel like you can talk to them, then go ahead. But those are like, oh, you're weird. No, those are not your people. Pride and imagination coming up here. So your imagination, I can imagine, is probably wild right now. Dreams are off the chain. You're like, sometimes it feels like your mental is about to explode. Yeah, that's part of it too. Sometimes you just need to call people out, because with this Emperor in reverse, you may feel uncomfortable calling people out. The King of Swords versus the King of Wands. It's like, you know, should I say the thing or should I just keep a cool, logical head? In most cases, yes, you should keep a cool, logical head, but logic a lot of times fails us through these energetic changes. So you kind of have to find a balance in between the two, which these two kings are not compatible really, because one is about intellect and thinking. The other is about just going buck wild. So again, you have to find that balance in between. Hence the 2 2s, finding that balance, whether, you know, when to be nice, when to be, you know, in that space of taking your time, having patience to explain, and when to just be like, you know what, mind your business. But of course, you know, it's your daughter, so you would know them better than anyone else, and you'll be equipped to move about how you need. Friendship showing up here, though. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. All right, so your friendships are probably being tested right now. All right, connections that you had that you were comfortable with in the past, you're starting to see people's true faces. And this is not a mistake. This is not you going crazy like, wait, they just said something kind of like weird or shady. Like, was that just, am I like crazy? Am I bugging? Am I oversensitive here? No. No. That indecision coming out again. So listen, if you are not sure, and this was actually part of a few readings that I've been doing so far for the day. If you are not sure how to handle something, it's always okay to pause and not have any reactions. And as I say that, 11:11, pause. People don't need a response right in the moment. Just because they want one or just because you feel like you should give one does not mean that an answer or a response is needed in that exact moment. You can be like, you know what? Let's put a pin in that. Walk away and then feel your way through it. Let your guides do their thing, tell you how to move, and then come back to it if you feel like it needs to be readdressed. If not, keep walking. Eight of Cups says keep walking. Don't even put your mental energy or your energy period into it if it's not necessary. All right, because indecision says I use my intuition in all aspects of life. All right, so if you are not sure how to react in a moment, or if you're not sure what to say in a moment, if you're not sure how to move around a person in a moment, 12:12 as I say that, take a pause. You don't have to decide right then and there. All right, health is showing up here. So, and especially with all these swords, make sure you are taking care of yourself first. Make sure that and I'm getting more so mental health. All right, make sure your mental health is a priority above all else, especially right now, because it feels like it's being tested heavily. You may be feeling like people are purposefully out to trigger you. And you know what? You may, you're right in a lot of situations. Sometimes with this Two of Swords, it's not always hitting the Seven of Swords to the Two of Swords. Sometimes it is you, but again, a lot of people have no choice but to show themselves right now, show their true sides. The masks are being removed from a lot of energy, so those that are tapped in are able to see beyond the surface. Okay, so you are not wrong in most instances. Yeah. Absolutely put yourself first, because I'm telling you, people are looking to trigger. People are intentionally out there trying to trigger folks, and you cannot let that stop you. Let's get an angel number. Okay, oh, we got two here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 15, 15, which says a persistence and creativity. 1, 2, 3, 4 says keep going. You have completed a task that is in alignment with your soul's journey. The divine is letting you know that it sees you and that all your persistence is paying off. You are being acknowledged. All right, your affirmation for this says I take steps to stay in alignment with my soul's journey, and I reap the rewards of my persistence. Yeah, because this says that you need that encouragement. You need to hear this right now to keep going. All right, that you're not crazy. You're not imagining a lot of it. Okay, some things with this Seven of Swords, some things may trigger you more than others, or your triggers may affect how you see things. But in a lot of cases, all right, it is others trying to trigger you. All right, so 1515 creativity says keep accessing the creative connection that you feel to the divine. The whispers speak through your creative connection, allowing you to express the beauty that is within you and connect you to the love that is around you. Creativity is my birthright. This is your affirmation, by the way. Creativity is my birthright. As I express my creativity, I feel a beautiful flow of love and connection. So remember I said these two are in opposition of each other, the King of Swords versus the King of Wands. Again, the King of Wands rests on intellect, not intuition. That's the thing. The King of Swords does not deal in intuition. That's the King of Wands. Passion, intuition, creativity. All right, so you may have been told that your creative dreams weren't a reality or not possible. You may have been deterred from doing the creative thing out of fear of what others were thinking or what others were saying, or just that lack of support. All right. And this is a collective as well. What fuels you? What makes you the most passionate? What creative outlet inspires you? That is part of your purpose. All right. So do not shy away from anything that makes you feel creative, that makes you feel connected right now. Those you're supposed to lean into. So absolutely. Yeah, grounds will be treated as. Just catching up on the comments. Oh, just saw another. All right, I gotta start reporting people, because this is yeah, because yeah, we don't have time to play on this channel anymore. If I see any messages that, you know, don't align with what I'm doing here, gone. You're so very welcome. And I appreciate you. And the number, one of your angel numbers, because I see you have 123 in your handle. So you may see that often, just to confirm that you're not going crazy. Because yeah, this energy will definitely, if you are new to this journey or still, you know, still early on in it, will make you feel like you are going insane. And if you don't have the right people around you supporting you, as Magician to the Two of Cups, as I say that, if you don't have the right support, you will especially feel like you're making the wrong moves. You will especially be double guessing yourself and like feeling like imposter syndrome. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this, or, you know, I should be following somebody else's lead. No, become your own leaders, people. All right. We all have the tools that we need. All right. And whatever we don't have, talk to your spirit guides, talk to source, talk to whomever you believe in, because this is a non-denominational channel. I don't care about your beliefs and, you know, who you call to. That is your business. Okay, as long as you love tarot, you are welcome here. What's up, Ariel? Actually, I do have time for another, if you'd like a read. Because, you know, Sunday's about spirit guide messages. So I want to make sure y'all are getting, especially on days like today. Sunday is like, you know, that soul search day where, you know, you just want to reconnect before, well, for a lot of people that do that Monday through Friday, you feel like you need to reconnect before the grind. I got you. What's up, Bran? You're probably gonna have to because this is gonna be like my last read for this platform, but you know where I'm going next, so feel free to join me on that TT side, on that TikTok side. And that goes to anyone that, you know, is watching right now that feels like they need a spirit guide message. I will be moving to TikTok right after to do basically the same thing. A link is in my channel description, so you can join me over there. If not, I'm here every Sunday, basically. And if I'm not, I definitely post up about it. And I also do, let me see. This week, it will be Tuesday and Friday is my live schedule day is Tuesday, viewer's choice, where you can come and ask your own questions. And Friday, I don't know. I haven't decided what Friday is going to be at. I may make it a fun thing. Because Friday energy, you know, a little lighter. All right. I'll see you over there. All right, so let's get a spirit guide message for Ariel, please, and thank you. What's going on? What's the vibes? What's up? Ooh, got 9-9 here. I've been seeing that a lot, actually, lately. 9, so 9 of Cups. And this feels like versus the 9 of Swords. This feels like doing what you love versus doing what makes sense. What makes sense, and not even just what makes sense. I'm getting more so what looks palatable to other people. What appears to make sense on paper for others to be able to read. Fuck them. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm not actually, but the way that it sounded, like really and truly, you cannot, and this is collective as well, you cannot take other people's opinions into consideration right now. Because with this energetic reset, there's going to be a lot of them lower vibe peoples and them NPCs trying to keep you held back, trying to keep you part of that old timeline, that lower energy. Do not fall for it. Do not fall for it. 3 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. Learn to see through those manipulations. Learn to read the room, read people's energy. Really look them dead in the eye. All right, I just got that. It's very important for someone. Eye contact, or Ariel, that may be very important for you, but eye contact is going to reveal a lot of folks at this time. So if you're comfortable with doing that, looking people dead in the eye, do it. Because I guarantee you, those that are not comfortable or that are trying to hide something, they're not going to be able to look you straight in the eye. So welcome, Capricorn. I don't take questions on Sundays. If you would like to come back and see me on Tuesday, I do have a viewer's choice session where you can come and ask your question. Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah. And this is my last read on this platform for tonight anyway. So just keep going for Ariel, please and thank you. Now that I got through that whole spiel. A lot of, well, I don't say a lot, but feels like there's a lot of activity going on, but this feels like behind the scenes because there's several knights that showed up here. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Wands with the Page of Wands. This feels like a lot of, do you feel like people are discussing you either when you walk into a room or after you just leave, or you feel like if you feel like your name is being mentioned in spaces you're not in, you're not crazy. You are picking up what they are putting down. All right, we got that 8 of Pentacles on the, yeah, definitely do. That 8 of Pentacles versus that Knight of Wands, yeah. Don't even, like, you pick up on it, but don't even show that you're picking up on it. Like, don't even pay that any mind, like, in actual, like, especially to people's faces. They don't need to see that. All right, people are actually trying to learn from you on the low. Yeah, this feels like people are trying to, like, they're taking notes. They're making observations. Some of this feels very surface, like it's not, intentional, or it's not like, it's not, a lot of it is not out of like malice or anything like that. So if you've been feeling like, people are speaking your name with malice, a lot of it is not. It just matter, like, kind of like, oh, I like how she put that together, or, oh, I wonder where she got that from, or I wonder, who did her hair, or, it's just like, that surface stuff that people are wondering about. If you've made any kind of changes lately with the world, or if you've like, I don't know, even if it's not physical changes, energetically, people will be able to feel if you're upgrading or if you are changing, right? So they're gonna be like, oh, I wonder, maybe it's Maybelline kind of thing. Like, no, the strength showing up here, yeah, just power through it. Just keep holding your stance. I just heard it's very important. Your guys want you to know that, like, keep showing that strength, keep showing up in that strong energy, because that is basically what's making people talk. That's what's getting you those glances. If people start staring at you out of nowhere, or you notice strangers, like, they're looking you up and down, you're energetically, well, also aesthetically, they like it, but also energetically, they're like, what's different about this one? I can't put my finger on it. But yeah, just know that it's like a lot of these energies are in and out, because like I said, it feels very surface, so it's not something for you to focus on. So if that's been getting you, like, making you feel like weird, like you're internalizing it and you're like, what is going on here? You're not crazy, okay? But let those moments come and go as they happen, all right? And stay rooted, as we go from the Knight of Swords to the Four of Wands, all right? Your mission here, okay? Keep staying rooted, keep staying grounded and focused. This is also an 1111 energy. You may be seeing that number, but that is not your concern, because we have a lot of pages and knights here. Like I said, they're trying to learn from you. They just don't realize it yet. All right. So keep showing them how to act. Keep showing them how to show up. That 10 of Cups energy says, take some pride in that. Be happy, because people are starting to notice. They're like, oh, ooh, who's that girl? La, 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 la. That's the energy that I'm getting. It's like people kind of want to know, like even strangers, like, oh, who's that? Who you? Yes. But it's not even just the workplace anymore. It's extending beyond the workplace. Imagination and envy showing up here. Yeah. Or I said, not all of those, talks and looks and glances are about, either malicious or evil eye. Some are going to be envious, but a lot of people are just like, oh, I wonder. Like, there's a lot of curiosity here. All right. There's more curiosity than anything else. So just know that you doing it right. Okay, you doing the right things. That's why. That's why they're curious. That's why they want to know. That's why they want to take notes and learn. Like, oh, how do I become this magnetic? How do I become, what is it? You're the boss's favorite, right? So how do I become boss's favorite? And it gets lonely at the top. So I know you're feeling it. I know you're feeling like, maybe people put you too high on a pedestal that they feel like they can't talk to you, or they feel like they can't approach you. You feel like, people keep you at an arm's length. That's okay. Let your lore spread, because I feel like there's lore about you now. There's like stories, there's things like, but it's not anything serious. Well, most of it, I should say. Loneliness says that I know I am never alone. Your guides want you to know you are not alone, okay? And you're not going to feel lonely for much longer, because with this 10 of Cups energy at the end, it's like you're going to be introduced to more people that get you, that will just vibe with you, that will not, they're on your level, they're on your vibration. So, freedom. They coming, girl. They coming. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're gonna meet more people on that vibe. All right. Freedom says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So this is you as well. Keep creating your own happiness. Keep creating with this world card. I feel like, the end to feeling like you need to create happiness for anyone else but yourself. That's also what your guides are encouraging you to do. Like, you know, if you feel like taking yourself out on a date, or you feel like just getting dressed up and going somewhere, do it. Do it for yourself. You don't need any people for that, but trust and believe you will be meeting more people that feel like get you, you know. Angel number for Ariel, please. 111, destiny. I love that. Follow what you feel. Listen as your intuition helps to guide you to what you are manifesting. The inner whispers are helping you to create all that it is that you desire. Listen, lean in, and follow your soul. Affirmation is life is always happening for me. I am allowing myself to lean in to what feels good. And that's it, and that's all. It's basically, you know, we like to overcomplicate things, but that's really about what life should be. Following what makes you feel fulfilled and happy. Allowing people in that make you feel fulfilled and happy. Everything else, take a wait. Take a pause. It don't need attention. That's right. Ryan says, let yourself consume loneliness, not loneliness consume you. Because really and truly, we're never alone. All right. And if anything, these messages, I want them to encourage the collective that your guides are always, always with you. And they will never leave your side, basically. So make sure that you are continuing to cultivate your connections to the divine, whatever that is that you believe in. And never feel like you're alone. What do the cards say about smoking hash? I don't know. I don't know. I'm more of a 420 person myself. By the way, happy early 420 to those that are, you know, of that community. But if it makes you feel enlightened, if it doesn't, you know, hurt anybody, if it doesn't get in the way of your purpose, then the divine doesn't care. Please trust and believe that a lot of things that we care about as individuals, as humans going through this experience, the divine does not care about. They just want you to feel happy, fulfilled, walk in the path of your purpose, and don't hurt anyone. That's it. It's really that simple. But you know, we get caught up in the rust of the societal mess. So, but yeah, folks, that is going to be it for me today. But if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and come back and see me for more reads and live messages. And yeah, I didn't get to post a weekend message, but I will definitely be putting out more stuff soon. So I will see y'all next time around Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern for Viewer's Choice, where you can come and ask your own questions. So hopefully I will see y'all there. Have a good start to your week, peoples. I will see y'all soon. Peace.